Hello everyone. I am reviewing this Outequip Pro rooftop AC unit. I did a video about it, and when I did the video, it got corrupt. Everything was in fast motion, no sound quality or none of that, and that was about a week ago. So I have had a week to live with this unit in my semi, and this is for all my semi drivers who are looking to upgrade or replace a unit, because I have the smart park system in this unit, and the compressor went out, and they want you to replace the whole unit, and that thing runs about $4,000 to $5,000 just for the unit, and that's not including shipping and labor and all that. So I went online searching, looking around. I couldn't find any videos about installing this unit in a semi. You know, I seen all the one with the split unit, now rooftop, and cutting a hole in the top of my truck kind of freaked me out there, because I'm like, if this thing don't work, leaking in the truck while you're sleeping and all that, I'm like, I don't know about that. So I installed this probably about a week and a half ago, and it was pretty simple. If you didn't have a unit on top, you cutting out the new hole, because they said to fit a 14 by 14 regular RV rooftop fans and AC, but on a semi fresh cut, you do a 14 by 9 hole, and it's set perfect down in there. So I went on top. In the video, like I said, it gotta be in fast motion. I'm gonna show that at the end. The video shows me unboxing and doing everything, layout, lining up the hole, cutting it out. It shows all that, and I did that whole video, and the video got corrupt. So I did the best I could with it. So over the week, this unit, I'm here in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia area, and it's about 92 out there now. So I'm in the truck now with the unit on, and it's cool in here. I ran this unit in the heat of the day, because I work in the daytime. So when I get to my customer, I get out the truck. I let the unit run with my truck off, because I don't like idling with the DEF on these trucks. That's not good for them. So I cut my truck off. Even when the smart park went out, I would get back in, and it'd be steaming hot in here and stuff. And so I had to let the one down and travel down the road, let the steam out, and finally the front AC would cool it down. But this unit here, getting out, because I have a thermometer in here, this thing in the daytime in 90-degree weather, it get my truck down without any window shades, without closing the bunk curtain. It get this whole truck down to about 67 degrees in the daytime, and about 90-some degrees heat. At nighttime, when everything cool down, and that's on high, it'll get down to like 60. The lower the temperature on the unit will go at 63, but it drops the temperature down inside the unit here to about 60 degrees. It's close to 59, but it's like 60 something. It's close to 59. So when I cut out the hole in the roof, this truck here, I'm gonna flip the camera around and kind of give you guys a better view of this unit. So give you a better look at this unit. You guys see that it's pretty much flush. I'm happy with it where it's set. See, right now it's 63. It's set at 63, and right now on the thermometer is saying that it's 76 in here. I'm assuming that's what the remote telling me, that it's 76 in here, but it feels cooler than that, because I'm not sweating, and I done been outside doing a little work here and stuff. But like I said, I wanted to show all that. So the only implements that I had to make to this unit was I had probably cut out 2, 4, 6, 8 2 by 2 inch blocks to put on each side of the brace, because this unit, because of the insulation up here and everything, you just got a real thin roof. That's it, and nothing but all up under here. You got about that much insulation, about this much insulation pad under there, between 2 to 3 inches of padding. So therefore, you had nothing to secure this unit to the roof. So I had to make those little blocks, and I put those under there and tightened it down. And the only other thing I had to do, I had to get longer screws to hold the faceplate up here, because the screws that they sent was kind of short. But the screws for the bracket, they all fit fine. I didn't have any problems, so I didn't have to replace those and stuff like that. So, you know, like I said, once again, I'm proud of the unit. You know, I'm happy with it, and I enjoy it. And like I said, I can sit down in the back here and have these vents either facing forward here in the front while I'm driving, because I did run it without my unit in the truck working, and it kept the truck cool. Like I said, it was like 60-something degrees in here, even going down the road and stuff like that. So if you if you're a team driver or have somebody in the bunk back here, they will be cool the whole time. So that's no worry. And also, when I started this project, it was clear, and as I cut the hole in the roof of my truck, it started raining, and I kind of freaked out. I'm like, as soon as I cut the hole, the bottom fell out. So I was able to put the rubber gasket on the top and set the unit down. And by doing that, without even sealing it off, it still didn't leak in the truck. So I was pretty happy with that, because I thought I was gonna get, you know, a lot of water in here and do all that. But you know, we survived that. So I'm gonna take you guys on the outside and let you see how it look on top, and you know, kind of just talk my way through what the video gonna show me cutting the hole in the top and what it looked like on the roof of the truck. So let's go outside and take a look at that. So if you guys see, this is what it looked like on the front of the unit. You know, from the front, it's set up on the unit like this. This is from the front, so it's real low profile. And like I said, the unit is running and you don't hear it. You know, you hear stuff around me. The noise that you hear, that's not the unit running, that's something else inside this plant where I'm at running. But the unit, you don't even hear it. You know, even in the truck, I don't hear the unit. It's real quiet and stuff. So that's a look from the front. So I'm gonna show you from the back what it looked like, and then I would tell you more about the insulation up top here. Okay, as you can see, we're on the back side of the unit, and this is what it looked like sitting on the back. And you know, the unit, like I said, it's real quiet. See, on here, you know, on the RVs, you have to cut a hole in the roof and send your cable down. But here, you know, I have to put my clamps on here and straps, to be able to put my tie downs on here so that don't move, but it goes down and it runs into my battery bank where my smart park system is. So when I'm sitting over to doing my 34 or whatever, I don't have to worry about, you know, battery dying, because once the battery get to a certain level, you know, the truck kick on and charge the batteries up, because it's still working off the smart park setup. So I still have the optimized idle that helps with that. So, but like I said, if you can see up under there, it got a rubber seal, and that rubber seal is what seals it off where water don't get in. And you know, water drips off the side here from the condenser when it's cooling and stuff like that. But you know, you cut that out, and they recommend to put a sealant around it, which, you know, I don't think you need it, but I did it anyway just to be on the safe side. And cut the hole, set your your seal up around it and you set it down in there, and that's pretty much it on the outside. So, you know. Okay, we back on the inside where it's nice and cool there. So to conclude this video, I am happy with the unit. Very happy with it. To be honest with you, this cool better than this PartsMark. It cool better than the PartsMark unit. It's quieter, you know, and it don't use as much energy as the PartsMark system, and I like it. You know, if I had to buy this unit again, would I buy it and put it on another vehicle? Yes, I would. You know, it was simple. It took me probably, first time doing it, you know, probably an hour and a half, due to the rain and such and stuff like that. I think I could have got it done a little quicker and stuff like that, but it was real easy, real upfront, because basically all you're doing is setting it in there, bolting it down so that unit don't move and it seals off, and you connect to your batteries. And you know, you can connect to your truck batteries, or if you have the PartsMark system that went out, you can connect to those batteries, the extra batteries back there. And you know, like I said, you know, it runs. You know, at nighttime, this thing here, you will have to set the temperature to bring it up, because if you leave it at 63, it will freeze you to death in here. So, you know, so do I recommend this unit? 100%. It's good quality, you know, unit. Everything is quality materials. They thought about this unit, because, you know, it was for the RV life, you know, boondocking and all that good stuff, and where you don't have to have a generator. And that's another thing, you don't need no generator, because you hook up to your battery. It's a 12-volt system, and it works and it's cool well. So conclude this video to all my truckers: instead of putting those home window units in here, those home split units in your truck, don't do it. I recommend to go to this here. And the killing part about it, it was only 800 and some bucks, you know, tax and all with the shipping, you know, about 900 bucks. And you know, and a $20 tube of silicone, you know, sealant, self-leveling sealant to go around the gasket for you know, for your safety and stuff like that, so it don't leak in, just in case. It was well worth it. So will I do this again? Yes, I would. But we're gonna end this video, and I'm gonna probably do a follow-up, you know, a few months down the line, a couple of weeks down the line, to see if the unit's still performing like it is. Because like I said, you know, in the trucking world, 900 don't seem like a lot, but when you're having stuff to go wrong with your truck, $900 can make or break you. So, you know, but I will let you guys know in a later video, do I still recommend it? But as right now, it got 100% for me.